How's it going, guys? It is your boy Mars, and we are back at Horizon 2. I've been trying to show you guys another two cars that I have. They're one of my favorites. I'm right here about to do a drag race with my Carrera GT. Let's see if I can get this thing to launch the way I want it to launch. It's a little difficult car. It is a manual car, so you have to drive it in manual. But when you launch it, you got to kind of just hold it at the RPMs and let it drop, and then you step on the gas. So let's see if I can get it to do that. There we go, kind of like that. Perfect. As you see, you guys see I'm already all the way ahead. This car would normally do it like a 19.8, 19.9. It's extremely fast. You guys can see the front end is all lifted up. Back end is down all the way. And there you go. I got it to do a 19.887. So I'm going to show you guys a tune on this car. It's real simple. And then the next car I'm going to show you guys a tune on. It's going to be my Maserati 300. So like always, guys, everybody that's new to my channel, like always, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And we are going to do that right now. As soon as I get out of here, everybody looks like they're talking about the number that I made. But a lot of people got this game for free, like you guys already know in my previous video. And it's kind of difficult me not having none of my tunes because everything was completely lost. So I've been trying to retune all my cars again the way I used to have them, extremely fast. But I'm going to show you this car right now. And hope you guys like the car. Hope you guys like the tune. And let me fast travel right now. Let's go here to the hub. And then I'm going to show you guys the tune on that car. Show you guys how to drive the Maserati. The Maserati is going to be a manual with clutch car. It is one of the most difficult cars for me that I've had with experience with to tune. So let's go here to the garage.
Let me know what you need.
And let me show you guys the tune. Let's go to upgrade, custom upgrade. Let's go all the way down. First thing I like to look at is the conversion. We are going to put this 4.6 liter V8 hybrid. I believe this is from the other one, the 918 Porsche engine in it. Without that, you won't be able to make it as fast as you can. As you see, you guys see it's all-wheel drive, and there we go, got the twin turbos in it. Now we're gonna go all the way here, put everything on there, full race, just like so. Bum, 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 bum. Just like that. And this one as well. And of course we're gonna put the racing flywheel in it. Now we are going to go right here. We got the rally suspension. Gives it that softer suspension that we need. No roll cage, it's all-wheel drive, and of course it's going to be weight reduced. Alrighty, so now we're here. We're going to put everything on here. It's going to be race as well, just like so. Boom, 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 just like that. Now we're going to go to the tires. On the tires, we're going to put race tires. Of course, we want it to be as sticky as can, and 295s all the way wide in the front. And 355s, extremely wide in the rear, as you guys can see it. After that, I did pick one of the lightest wheels it can, and it was these welds. What are these welds? Magnums, these Magnum wheels. And then that was it with that. With the size of the wheels, left it alone. I had the 19 in the front and the 20 in the rear. And that is the build of the car. Of course, there's nothing here. I'm not gonna put any of this or any of that. And that is the build of the car. Let me show you guys the tune of the car. Let's go to tune. So the front wheels tire pressure is at 1515. Gearing is final drive at 2.8. First gear is at 1.74. Second gear is 1.30. Third gear 1.02. Fourth gear 0.96. And that was it. With the it's only a 4-gear tune car. Nothing with this, made it all zeroed out. And 7. Then we got it at 30.03 and 22.35. Real soft in the front and back. 444 in the front and 495 in the rear. Got it all the way raised in the front and all the way dropped in the rear. You want that air to flow from the front to the rear, making that back end dropped all the way, having those back wheels stick to the ground. So that's why you got it raised all the way in the front, dropped in the rear. Pretty soft rebound and bump stiffness at the 5 3.4. Nothing with that, nothing with that, and wait, yeah, nothing with that. And 74 100, 74 100, 74 with the differential. So that's pretty much the tune on the car, guys. To launch the car, of course, let me just go outside real quick. I'm gonna show you guys really fast what it looks like. So pretty much, let's go to settings. Let me show you guys difficulty, show you my settings. This is everything turned off. The car is in manual, and pretty much to launch the car, you just go to about 7,000 RPMs. You'll normally essentially still say go, and then you just let it drop at that number, and then you floor the gas. So that's the essential way of doing it. Let's see if they're still doing another drag race event. We can join this. And the next car we're going to tune is going to be this Maserati. I still have the car in manual. Let's see if it works for me to launch it on here. I got to switch to manual with clutch. But this car is really, really fast. It's actually the second fastest car in the game. It'll do the fastest I've ever seen. It was a 19.5. But right now I have it, since I lost all my tunes, I have it doing just a 19.8, which is pretty sad on my end. But I used to have it doing a 19.6, 19.7 before I lost everything. So I've been tuning it right now, trying to get it to be the lowest, but I'm gonna show you guys the tune on the car and see if you guys like it as well. You guys can enjoy it and have fun with it. Alright, so this car is kind of about the same. You're just going to rev it up to about 7,000 or 6,000 RPMs. You're going to let it drop to about 2,000 and then slam on the gas. It is in manual, so I don't know if it's going to work, but let's give it a shot real quick. Did not work because it's in, and these guys have the settings horrible, so they're hitting each other. But yeah, so pretty much it'll be manual. You just rev it up to about 6,000 RPMs. You're gonna let go of the gas, hit the gas again, and it'll hold about 2,000 RPMs. As you guys saw right there, I did a 19.7, and that was a bad launch. If you want to use it as manual, you guys can, but normally it'll be a manual with clutch launch, and then that'll be the best way of having this car to be the fastest. Alrighty, so let me show you guys the tune on this car. This is the second fastest car in the game. Everybody that got this game for free, from the looks of it, a lot of guys got their numbers like really low. It looks like they got this game for free, and I'm gonna show you guys the stats on the game, on this car. So let's back out of here. It looks like they're probably still talking, like, holy crap, how is this guy doing these numbers? But if they see my YouTube channel, they can see that I am giving away these tunes for everybody to have. Alrighty, let's go back to the hub. Let's go back in here. And let's go to the garage.
Hey there. What's
So
up?
on the upgrades, let's go to custom upgrades. We're going to go all the way to the conversion. On the conversion, of course, you have to put that V12. That is the only way to get this car to do that. And then it's going to be all-wheel drive. And then right here, of course, got to put the twin turbos in that. Now we're going to go all the way to the engine. On the engine, put everything else. It's going to be race. Just like so. Everything's going to be race on here. This car barely weighs anything, and having that motor swapped in it was such a crazy thing to do. So they stopped doing that in the newer games. They stopped adding these kind of motor swaps in these kind of cars because they knew for a fact what it'll do. And here we go, rally suspension on there. Everything else is going to be race. This one, yes, this car, you do actually put a second stage roll cage in it. It was something that I learned later on into the game, that it was something that you had to put in it because you couldn't get the car to hook the way you wanted it. And of course you want to have the full weight reducted, so the car is going to sit around 2,000 pounds, and horsepower is going to be at that 1,100 horsepower. After that, with everything here, it's going to be fully race, and of course got that storm suspension or rally suspension, rally transmission. That gives you shorter gears, and that helps you a lot on with the car. Here we go. We got all this race and the wheels as wide as we can of the 255s on that rear. And then we're gonna put the lightest wheels, which they are these right here. These drag racing wheels from Weld. And with the size of the wheels, there's 16 in the front and 16 in the rears. To a point, a lot of people were switching the front wheels a little bit bigger than the back and stuff like that. But it still works the same without. So that's pretty much the build of the car, guys. Let's go to the tune. Front and back is 15-15. Final drive is 3.4. First gear is 3.4. Second gear is 1.58. Third gear is 1.14. And fourth gear is 0.82. That's going to be the tune of this car with the gear ratios. Now we have everything else zeroed out and 7 at the end on that front caster. And then pretty much 40 and 1. Really soft, 199 and 120. And then all the way raised in the front, dropped in the rear. Pretty soft again at the 5, 3.5. You can call this 5 again and 3.5. It wouldn't matter really. Nothing with that, nothing with that. And 75, 100, 75, 100, 7D. Alrighty, that's the tune on the car. You guys already saw the way you gotta, guys, gotta kind of launch it.
Press X to join them.
Okay, so the car likes to be manual or manual with clutch. I like manual with clutch on this car, I prefer. The settings, difficulty is going to be the same. It's just going to be manual with clutch. So the car is kind of like you rev it up to about 6,000, you let go, and then you hit the gas. So it's kind of like a nice, like that. See how what it did? It just boom, holds at 2,000, and it just shoots out. And then you just normally transition to second gear and third gear. So it's right there. I didn't do it fast enough. There you go again. There you go. Alrighty, so that's the way of launching this car. If you guys want to do manual, you can. If you want to do manual with clutch, you can as well. This is the second fastest car in the game from the Stradale. The Stradale is actually the first fastest car there is in the game. And that is about it. I wanted to see whether their event is about to start, so they're about to do the drag race event. I was gonna drag race with the Stradale, but looks like I'm getting way too much. Well, let's do that. Let's wait. The Stradale, you can actually use it in manual or manual with clutch. The fastest I ever got it with the Stradale was manual with clutch. Doing the same style of driving, just like this car. You have to hold it around 7,000 to 6,000 RPMs, drop it to about 2,000, and then just take off with the vehicle. Let's fast travel so it can be me being the host of this one and me controlling what I want. Because if they don't put ghost, what a lot of people are doing back in the game was they won't put ghost in this game, in this race event. And then they will draft each other to like break record times, and then that was one of like the little cheating things that everybody used to do. A lot of people were still doing it on Horizon 3, so you know, that's why I like to put Ghost on here when I do my events, so nobody can draft me, and whatever numbers I hit it. You know. Let me go on the safe side. Let me go with manual with this car. I want to just have one run, a good run, and then that'll be summing up the video. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys like the video. Like always, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, guys. If everybody that's new to my channel, when the new Forza Horizon 4 comes out, I'm gonna of course make drag videos. It's gonna be everything from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive to front-wheel drive. So stay tuned, guys, to my channel. It is going to be pretty exciting, and especially that they are adding drag tires to the game. It's going to be a different compound on the street, and it's going to change the tuning aspects slightly, just a tiny bit. So tire pressures and everything like that might change a slight bit. Suspension work as well, depending on where we drag race at. Because even in Horizon 3, if you drag race on the train tracks, it was a little bit slippier than if you drag raced in the airport. So we'll have to figure that out once we get these new drag tires on Horizon 4. I mean Horizon 4. Alrighty, guys, let's see if I can get this thing to launch. It's gonna be about the same aspect. You're gonna hold it around 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs. Let go right when it says go. Drop it, and hope it grips. And I can do a 19.2 is normal, 19.3. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, they're way back there. All these guys here that are racing right now, look like everybody's pretty brand new. They all got this game pretty fresh. So there you go. Did a 19.2 with it. It's in my previous videos, the tune on this car. I had one of the guys write me a message saying that he did a 19.0 with it. So this car is extremely fast. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like the tune. It's on my previous video. And like always, guys, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys around with another tuning video. Peace out, guys.